Tuesday, September 20th. Kelly and I are out here for another hike. We're up here around the Fort Indiantown Gap area. We parked at the Dresden Lake area trailhead. Pretty rough ride getting up here. A lot of unpaved roads, big potholes, but we did make it. So we're going to do about a 10-11 mile loop here. We're on the Stony Valley Rail Trail right now. We're going to walk up here till we come to the Yellow Springs. I think it's Yellow Springs Trail. Take that up to the Appalachian Trail and walk back the Roush Gap. We have about 4 to 5 miles of the Appalachian Trail we need to complete on this little hike here, so we just made it into a loop. I'll throw it up on the screen here now about where we're at and what our route is. So okay, we're just going to get to it here, see if we come across anything interesting along the way. Alright guys, so we just walked about 2 3/4 miles. It would be west, I think, on the Stony Valley Rail Trail. Came here to Yellow Springs, so we're going to turn up this trail and that'll take us up to the Appalachian Trail. I think it's about a mile uphill. Then we'll be heading northbound on that over till we get to the Roush Gap area. That'll take us right back down to this rail trail we're on here, and we'll just take that back to the starting area. Yeah, we were in this exact spot back in the spring. I don't know if it was March or April. It looks so much different now. It's just so much more grown up. We almost walked right by it, but when we were here it was all brown and cold, so we'll see what it looks like when we go up. Hopefully it's not too overgrown. All right, here we go. About ready to make our way up to the top here, to the Appalachian Trail. Taking Yellow Springs Trail. Should be about 1 mile.
Mike and I were just walking up this hill, and I just stepped on a bunch of leaves. It looked like a bunch of leaves, but my leg went down deep into that endless pit, which scared me. So in the fall, you have to be careful because you don't know where or what is under the leaves.
All right, we made it up to the top. So we're made it up here to the Appalachian Trail. So now we're going to take it northbound down to Roush Gap, where that'll meet back up with the Stony Valley Rail Trail, where we started this hike on. But yeah, this is where we left off on one of our previous videos, the one where we were finding all those weird notes and stuff. This is our stopping point. So we're going to continue on here to the unknown here that we never did before. So here we go. Not sure what we're coming up on here. Oh, okay. This is Yellow Springs old coal mining village ruins, circa 1850s. So I guess that's what this open area was. It used to be a little town here. I don't know if this is something here or it's just a campfire ring. I first thought this might have been some type of foundation, but I think it's just a campfire ring. Probably can see a little better in the winter when there's not so many leaves around. But it's definitely cleared out here.
What's the date today?
20th.
People right on here.
There's another trail you can take here, some type of loop.
Two days ago it says ruins up trail were amazing. Would have explored more there, but Mama Rattler and her pack of littles thought I was done looking. Yikes.
Rattlesnakes.
That was just 2 days ago.
Yeah. That's something we haven't seen yet. Not really. I think it'd be pretty cool to see one from a distance. But I'm kind of always weary of stepping over these rocks. What's on the other side of them? Alright, we came up to another intersection here. Sand Spring Trail will take you down to Route 325, 1.7 miles. Also, you can see that there's something down there called the General. I've seen it online. It's like an old bucket tractor that was abandoned when they were doing mining up here, but that would be down that way. You could also take this Sand Spring Trail from 325 up here to the Appalachian Trail and pass that general along the way if we wanted to do that type of route. But we're still continuing along here. It's not really too much to see along this section. It's pretty much just flat and mountain laurel and stuff here on each side, but pretty easy walking, so just gonna continue on. Alright, came up on another intersection here. So this is Cold Spring Trail, parking area 1 mile. And actually, if we did take that, that would take us right down to that Dresden Lake area parking area where we were. So if you wanted to cut this short, we could be back to where we parked in a mile, but we're going to continue on the AT here down to Roush Gap and then continue with our loop. Alright, we're just getting back down here to the Stony Valley Rail Trail, so we're going to be off the Appalachian Trail in and make a right here to head back to where we came from. So we're right down here at the Roush Gap, which seems like we were just here not that long ago. Alright guys, we're just about back. We got about, I don't know, 0.1 or 2 back to the car. So we ended up going about 12 miles. It was longer than what we thought. But overall, it was a pretty good day. Perfect weather. It was a nice loop. So we did probably about, I don't know, maybe 5.5 miles on the Appalachian Trail. So I figured out we have 103 more to go till we get to the New Jersey border. So we'll keep knocking it off one at a time. So we'll see you next time. Bye.